There was a shooting recently at Dallas Love Field Airport. Part of it was actually caught on tape. Apparently, a man was assaulting a woman near the baggage claim area when a security guard or officer with a gun intervened and told everyone to get down and began shooting. Fortunately, nobody died, but one person did get injured as a result of being trampled on. As I was watching this, I was thinking, again, another act of violence? What's up with all the violence lately? There was violence at a Trump rally in San Jose about a week ago, the worst one yet. Chicago has had a surge in violence. I mean, just today, a story was published on the Chicago Tribune with the headline, 13 people shot in Chicago over 8 hours, including 2 teen boys. Not to mention, just 9 days ago, CNN published a story about Chicago explaining that dozens of people had been shot over Memorial Day weekend. The actual number, from other accounts I've read, is 64. 64 people were shot in one weekend. Man, I tell you, sometimes I think that when they kicked me out of America, they did me a favor. For those of you who don't know, I live in Poland, Europe, because I was deported from the United States over 5 years ago because of drug and gun charges. I spent 8 years in federal prison. However, during my incarceration, I became a Christian. And Poland is not that bad. Even though they call it the Mexico of Europe because the economic situation is not the greatest, but at least people aren't blowing each other's brains out over senseless nonsense. And there haven't been any terrorist attacks here. Actually, we have hardly any Muslims here, so we're pretty safe from terrorist attacks. Refugees don't even want to come to Poland, to be honest. The reason being is because compared to Germany, the financial aid that they get from the Polish government is peanuts. I heard a story of a refugee family that was held over in a Polish refugee camp, and after 1 week, one of the guards at the camp was shocked to see that they had packed their bags and fled the camp on foot to try and escape to Germany. I think they just let them go too. The Polish government doesn't care. They don't want the same problems that Germany has been having with refugees. Okay, back to the subject of violence. Bangladesh violence is on the rise. A headline from CNBC published 18 hours ago reads, "Deep political tensions underline Bangladesh violence." The first 2 paragraphs read, "Recent episodes of religious violence in Bangladesh underscore the challenge the country faces in combating extremism. But the incidents also represent a deepening political crisis in the world's 8th most populous nation. A series of grisly attacks on writers, activists, religious minorities, as well as the LGBT community has rocked the Muslim-majority nation since September of last year." Germany has its own set of issues regarding violence as well. TheGuardian.com published a story yesterday headlined, "Germany accused of failing to tackle racist violence." This is against the Muslim refugees, of course. It states, in 2015, there were 1,031 attacks on asylum shelters, up from 199 on the previous year and 69 in 2013. Data from the Interior Ministry shows, according to Reuters. There were 347 such attacks registered in the first quarter of 2016, and according to the Interior Minister, the number is likely to rise again this year. What does this rise in violence mean? You may be asking yourself. It's a sign of the end times. Matthew chapter 24 verse 37 states, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." How were the days of Noah described? Genesis chapter 6 verse 11 has the answer. It states, "The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence." Now don't get me wrong, God is not the cause of violence in our world, but the Bible predicted the violent condition of the world just prior to the second coming of Jesus Christ to give us a sign that Jesus is coming soon. This is just one of many signs, really. Hopefully, if all goes well, in the near future, I'll do a video with the top 10 end-time signs that are happening in the world today. Please pray for me. Your prayers make a difference. So what are we to do? We need to follow Jesus with our whole heart. Make a commitment to Him all the way. Surrender our lives to Him. Because our only hope in this catastrophic world that we live in is Jesus Christ. He will return one day soon to bring all of this violence to an end and will ultimately create a new earth where people will live in peace and harmony. Please click on the link to the free online Bible study guides in the description box to learn more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Also, if you want email alerts directly to your email inbox of my future uploads, when you subscribe, make sure you click the gear icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page and click on the send me all notifications for this channel checkbox and click save. That way, you'll never miss another upload of mine. Feel free to check out my live stream on friendlife.com as well. You can join me on PC or download the Friend Life app to your smartphone. And you can find a link to my live stream in the description box. I stream several times a week, especially on the weekends, and I post notifications when I stream to Twitter, so make sure and follow me there. God bless.